There is a Buddhist story that I reflect on often about a monk who was insulted by a stranger. The stranger shouted at him and tried to provoke him, tried to make him react, but the monk didn't respond. Later, someone asked the monk why he stayed silent, and the monk said, "If someone offers you a gift and you don't accept it, who does it belong to?" I used to hold on to that story tightly. For a long time, I believed it meant that silence was always wisdom, that peace meant not reacting, that strength meant restraint in every situation. And in many ways, that belief protected me. I grew up around a lot of conflict, raised voices, uncontained anger, tension that never really resolved. I learned early that words could escalate things quickly, that force without awareness leaves damage behind. I made a quiet promise to myself that I would not add to that in the world, let alone in my own life and those I love and care about. But then choosing peace became a way of surviving. As I got older, I started noticing something uncomfortable. There were moments when my silence wasn't peace at all. It wasn't clarity or restraint. It was avoidance. I noticed times when I stayed quiet, not because the moment didn't require a response, but because speaking felt risky, because it might disrupt something, because it might reveal a boundary I hadn't learned how to hold yet. Realize that silence can look exactly like wisdom from the outside, but quietly costing you something on the inside. There's a difference between refusing a gift of anger and refusing your own truth, and that difference is subtle. Watched myself sacrifice my emotional well-being to keep the peace, watched myself shrink my voice to prevent conflict, and for a long time I told myself that that was a virtue. But peace that requires you to disappear, to sacrifice yourself, to give up on your own truth, that isn't peace. That's erosion. I don't think the monk's silence was weakness. I think it was clarity. And clarity isn't passive, it's precise. It knows when to accept a gift and when to set it down. What I'm still learning is how to tell the difference in my own life, how to recognize when silence is an act of strength and when it's a habit born from old fear, how to speak without becoming aggressive, and how to stay quiet without abandoning myself. I don't have a clean formula for it. I'm learning to listen to what silence feels like in my body.